It's the Austrian Grand Prix weekend, and we're flying around the Austrian Alps to explore the region and the Red Bull Ring. There it is. What a great sight and a beautiful scenery, and the bull in the middle of the track. G'day everyone, Z21 here. You can call me Z. We are in a small town called Timmersdorf, ready to take off to do some vibe flying to the Red Bull Ring. Beautiful scenes, quiet, relaxing. We are in the Zivko Edge 540 today. This is the same plane I used for the Canada Grand Prix, the Canadian Grand Prix. But why silly? At the time I said it was the Cirrus Extra 330 LT. Quite a amateur rookie mistake, but this is it. The right plane this time, Zivko Edge 540. It was quite a fun plane to fly, very agile. And here we are on a grass runway, ready to take off. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm trying to fly with all of the, or most of the assists off, just to see if I can manage to keep it in the air. And what a beautiful scene, the Austrian Alps. So this is going to be a little bit of a vibe flying flight, just exploring our way to where the Red Bull Ring is. I had a quick look at Google Maps and had a general idea of where we had to go. If you'd like, you can fast forward or skip ahead to the Red Bull Ring flyover. I've added it to the chapter below in the description. But if you want to just enjoy the scenery, I think the graphics are amazing from this height. Really gorgeous scenery, flying through the valleys between the mountains. It's about a 10-minute flight to the Red Bull Ring. Right where the track is a small town called Spielberg. I've got the live weather on, so the time of day was about 10 a.m. or so when I took off. You can see the cars down there along the highway, the train track going through the valley as well. It's summer in Europe right now, but I can imagine the mountains around would be covered in snow and probably quite cold in the valleys, which is mostly farmland from the looks of it. Such a beautiful river flowing through there. So I thought I'd follow the road and the river around, see if it was taking me to or in the direction of where the track is. So this is where I became somewhat lost. I thought it was straight ahead here, but then second guessed and tried to explore a little bit of a different way. I thought it might be up on the foothills of these mountains, but we weren't quite there yet. Looking at the mountains to the right here, I'm not sure if that is snow on the caps or they are rocky mountains. Quite an amazing scene right here. We are in the Austrian state of Styria. So these are also well known as the Styrian mountains. Then I realized I'm not going towards the track. I thought, oh, I better try to find the location in a different direction. Such a cool feeling and view as I turn over the mountains here. A little bit nervous I was going to clip the trees. And I think if I followed the original direction, I would have found it okay. And you can see just to the right, the Red Bull Ring. That looks like turn 10, right on the edge there. And there is Spielberg. A small town, but on race weekend for the Austrian Grand Prix, it's alive with action and people from all over the world. And I didn't realize that as we turn here back towards the Red Bull Ring, there is a runway right there. I looked it up and it seems like it's a military base potentially, but I'm sure all of the F1 teams are flying in there for race weekend. And there it is, the Red Bull Ring to the right. Such a cool sight. It's a small track, I say, but so technical. I also enjoy driving around this track in Gran Turismo 7 at the moment. So it's a compact track, about 4.3 kilometers long with just 10 corners. There is elevation though, and a 65-meter rise, with turn 3 being the highest part of the circuit. Apparently it opened back in 1969. Then in the 90s had a bit of a redesign, and then back on the F1 calendar in 2014. Red Bull now owns the circuit, and it seems to be a mainstay of the calendar. So as we now do our flyover down the main straight, it looks like this circuit has a full graphical update in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Very tight turn 1, lots of action there on the race day. And then a very long straight here. I'm pretty sure that kink they call turn 2 just there, even though it's flat out. And then a very tight turn 3. I noticed a lot of the drivers were locking their brakes there during practice. Then down another back straight to turn 4. Another tight turn. I realized I wouldn't be able to turn that one with the plane there. And then down to 5. 2 left-handers, 6, 7, 8, and then turns 9 and 10. Cool circuit. And then we're about to land. So just a flyover Spielberg as we go towards the runway. I need to practice my landings a lot. And maybe already too low here. It is just so much fun playing this game. And just learning to fly little by little. Awesome scenery. I know it's quite an amateur way to play, but just feel like I'm learning naturally, although probably picking up many mistakes as well, so or picking up many bad habits. But here we are, out to land. I want to make it as soft as possible. Need to stop bouncing down the runway. Man, that was so soft. Awesome. I also forget the controls because I haven't been playing enough. But at least keep it on the runway. And then finding our way to park somewhere. No military out at the moment, but I saw quite a few gliders around this region, so maybe quite popular for gliding. I'll have to give those a try soon enough. I thought I would just find a parking spot where these gliders are packed. Look at the clouds, scenery. What a great day. What a relaxing and beautiful part of the world here in Austria. If you watched this far and you enjoyed hanging out, thank you. I look forward to seeing you in the next videos, and as always, you're welcome to leave a comment, ask a question, and just enjoy hanging out and seeing the beautiful views of the world together. I appreciate your time and see you in the next video.